Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in Misra Chapu Thalam, Tisra Jadi Tripata Talam, Misra Jadi Eka Thalam. You can call any one of these, all or 7 beats. But we are dealing with the traditional Misra Chapu Thalam. We have seen the sequence Tadhinna, Tadhindinna, Takadhimi, Takadhimi, Dhimi, Taka, Takadhimi, Tata, Dhimi, Tata, Dhimi, Takadhimi, Tata, Dhimi, Takadhimi, Tata, Dhimi. So I am repeating this as 3 and a 4. Taka dhimi tata dhimi tata dhimi taka dhimi tata dhimi taka talam. That's the full structure. So we saw all the phrases, interluding phrases, the concept of reduction, mora, everything you learned. I also told you the difference between the 8 beat and the 7 beat. In the 7 beat Thirmanam, your half beat is your interluder between a 2 beat phrase, and for 8 beat Thirmanam it is a 1 beat interluder between a 2 beat phrase, which means in Adi Thalam 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 8. In Misra Chapu Thalam is 2 plus half plus 2 plus half plus 2, which is 7. So that's the differentiator. So these are all the bare minimum understanding basics you should have. Let's get into the class with the Thirukkural. Kedum perukkumum il alla nenjattu kodamai sandrorku ani. Let's look at the meaning of it. Thீவினையால் கேடும் நல்வினையால் பெருக்கமும் யாவர்க்கும் முன்பே அமைந்து உள்ளவையாகும். அதை அறிந்து நடுநிலைமை தவறாதிருத்தலே சான்றோர்க்கு அழகாகும். Every person, based on his vasanas, based on the bad deeds he had done in the past, based on the good deeds he has done in the past, his life is happening in the current moment. It is a fact. All of us have to understand that. Once when you understand why we are like this, it's because of our Purva Janma, because of the vasanas we are leading. Not all can be the same. Everybody is different. But if everybody can understand that their situation and they are happy and content, and that's where the satisfaction comes and person leads a neutral life. That's what Thiruvallur has very clearly identified the path. You should know yourself, what you have done good, what you have done bad, and with that understanding, if you can keep the neutrality and live, and that's the highest form. It's a very good thought. Let's all of us try to follow. With this good thought, we'll get into the classes. Dhimita dhimi dinaka dhim da dhimi dinaka dhimita dhimi dinaka dhimita dhim tam. That is Adi Thalam. Dhimita dhimi dinaka is a 2 beat. So when you want in Misra Chapu, as I told you, it's a 1.5 and a 2 beat combination. Takkita takka dhimmi. So when you want to fit a sequence into this frame, you should have a 1.5 phrase and a 2 beat phrase. Then it becomes interesting. Dhimita dhimi dhim, dhimita dhimi dhin, dhimita dhimi dhin, dhimita dhimi dhin. It's a 3 and 3. Dhimita dhimi dhin. So it's a 6 syllable phrase. 6th syllable divided by 4 is 1.5. So it perfectly fits the first half of Misra Chapu Thalam. Dhimita dhimi din, dhimita dhimi din, naka dhimita dhimi din, dhimita dhimi din, na dhimita dhimi din, dhimita dhimi din, naka dhimita dhimi din, dhimita dim tam, dhimta dhimi din, dim. Like that it's structured. Let's try to play that. it's structured, I will explain step by step. The first paragraph is a four-liner. Dhimmi tha dhimmi din dhimmi din dhimmi din naka dhimmi din dhimmi din dhimmi ta dhimmi din na dhimmi ta dhimmi din dhimmi ta dhimmi din naka dhimmi ta dhimmi din dhimmi ta dim tham. That's the pause. The pause is a dhimmi ta dim tong. Dhimmi ta dim is 5, thong is 3, 5 plus 3 is 8, so it fits the 2-beat cycle. Dhimmitta dim tong, first time when you play. The second paragraph when you play, dhimmitta dim tong ta, thom ta, 2 plus 1 is again 3. Instead of a full pause, you give 2 and a 3. Thom ta, 1 2 1. So 2 and 2 plus 1. The third time when you play 1 1 1. Dhimmitta dim ta ta ta, dhimmitta dim ta ta ta, dhimmitta dim ta kitta, dhimmitta dim thom thom thom. That's how you have to do. That gives a good lilt to the person who is when you're singing or when you're playing a solo. The little pause in between adds the flavor to the beauty of the melody. As you reduce, it's a two-liner. Dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dhimmidin naka dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dim tam 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 dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dhimmidin na dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dim tam tam tam. That's a two-liner. Then you reduce to your one-liner. Dhimmitta dhimmitin dhimmitta dim tam 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 dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dim tam tam tam. Then comes the interesting fact. You have to reduce to a finale. Tadim tam tam tam, tadim tam tam tam, tang 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 tang. So which is a 1.5 and 1.5. Tadim tam tam tam, tadim tam tam tam, tang 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 tang. That is a tirman. Don't worry too much about that. That's the beauty I want to express here. You learn only up to the second part and the third part, reduction part, and then get further go into the next part of the lesson, which I will teach now. Instead of thum thum thum, you fit with the phrase tarikataka. When you play tarikataka, it gives a continuity into the beat. Dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dhim, tarikataka dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta dhim, tarikataka dhim, tarikataka dhim, tarikataka dong, tarikataka dong, tarikataka dong. Like that you should play this sequence with the tarikataka. You can play with tarikataka, thum kidataka, tathalang, tagatalang. Either of this phrase should fit in your place. Dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta di, tangadaka dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta di, tangadaka dim, tangadaka dim, tangadaka tarikataka dim, tarikataka dim, tarikataka dim. Dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta di, tathalang dhimmitta dhimmidin dhimmitta di, tathalang dim, tathalang dim, tathalang talang ring, talang talang ring, talang ring. Dhimmitta 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 dim, tagadalang dhimmitta 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 dim, tagadalang dim, tagadalang dim, tagadalang tagadimitalang dim, tagadimitalang dim, tagadimitalang dim. You can play all these lessons like that. So that's the dhimmitta dhimmidinaka sequence. Now extend it. My idea was it is not part of the basic lessons, but I want Dinkitakadim is also there in Adi Thalam. I've developed an idea of using the same Dinkitakadim also into the sequence. Dinkitakadim Dinkitakadim Naka, Dinkitakadim Dinkitakadim Naka, Dinkitakadim Dinkitakadim Naka, Dinkitakadim Dinkitakadim. That is the first part. takkidu taka dhimmi dhinaka. That is the vanilla way of doing it. Dhim taki na dhim. Dhim taki. Dhim taki na dhum. Dhimmi dhim. Dhim. Dhim taki nam dhum. Dhim ki dhim. That's the first part. Dhim. Dhim taki nam dham. Dhim. Dim tham ki. It's the same dimita dimidinaka, including with dim kitaka dimidim. When you do that in the same sequence form, you get this reverberating effects. This is a new lesson I introduced, which is from the Adi Thalam, you can adapt it to Misra Chapu Thalam. Nothing great, but using the same concept and playing in Misra Chapu, it's a creativity. It gives your hand an enforcement and understanding, better understanding in playing in Misra Chapu Thalam. Okay, that is Dhimta Dhimi Dhinaka sequence. The next sequence is again simple, Taka Dhimi Taka Juno. Let me refresh myself and then continue.
உங்கள் சிஸ்டர் ஃபோன் பண்ணியிருக்கா?
பரவாயில்ல, சும்மா தான் கூப்பிட்றேன். அதோட கட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, then we'll cut. The next sequence is Taka Dhimi Taka Juno. Again the concept is in Adi Thalam, Taka Dhimi Taka Juno, Taka Dhimi Taka Juno, Taka Dhimi Taka Juno. It's 8 beat, so it's easily coming 2 beats. So it's easier. When we have to do a 7 beat, you have to make it split into 3 and F4. So then you have to add one more takadimi to make it takadimi takajunu takadimi. So to be, that's the first half. Takadimi takajunu takadimi takadimi takajunu. When you make the first, by adding another takadimi, it becomes 3 beats. Then takadimi takajunu 4 beats. So 3 plus 4 makes it 7. Then you can play this sequence very comfortably. Taka dhimmi taka junnu taka dhimmi taka dhimmi taka junnu kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka taka dhimmi taka jun taka dhimmi taka dhimmi taka jun kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka taka dhimmi kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka taka dhimmi taka junnu kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka taka dhimmi kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka taka dhimmi taka jun kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka kedadakadam kedadakadarigadaka. Let's see how we can play this. beat cycle, what you tried in Rupaka Talam, you should try all into this sequence, into the structure. Dim keda keda dimi teka tari keda teka dimi keda keda dimi teka tari keda teka tak keda keda dimi teka tari keda teka tari keda keda dimi teka tari keda teka talam na dimi teka tari keda teka talam na dimi teka tari keda teka dunda keda dimi teka tari keda teka teka dim dimi teka tari keda teka. Use all these patterns. Try in takadimi takajuno. So and revise dim tadimi dinaka dim keda takadim what I introduced, and try and see whether you are able to play this. If you have any doubt in my creativity, thought what I shared for I will do a review with you for you to understand in a much better way. So I'll finish this class with the Thirukkural, and I'll see you in the next class with a new sequence, Taddindangu, 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 Taddindangu. Adaptation of Adi Thalam into Misra Chapu Thalam. I'll end this class with the Thirukkural. Keduvalyan என்பது அரிகதன் நெஞ்சம் நடுவொரி அல்ல செய்யின். What is the meaning of it? தன் உள்ளம் நடுநிலை தவறி பாவத்தை நினைத்தால் அது பின்னர் வரப்போகும் தீமைக்கு அறிகுறி என்று அறிய வேண்டும். What does Thiruvalluvar states here is, a person who is being good suddenly starts thinking about which is bad, which is not good, then obviously it actually indicates that he is going in the wrong direction. Isn't it true? Like now, a person who is in Bhagavad Gita class thinking about something bad happening and something or in the in a club thinks about the Bhagavad Gita session. So your mind and body should be in the place where what you're doing. You should not get diverted. You can be in the temple, but if your mind is berserk or going in some different direction, even God cannot help you. That's the thought Thiruvalluvar has put in laid very strongly. You have to be in the righteous path. If you're in the path and if you're going, your mind is going in a different way, try to bring back the mind to the normal self. And when you bring back the mind to normal self, I think you're going to have a good life, and then you're on track. With this good note, I also want all of you to be on track on Misra Chapu Thalam and try to practice well with a lot of homeworks in store for you in all the sequences I have taught you, and open your creativity doors and try to do something different and demonstrate me what you have done, something new. And that's where you can take the art of Laya to a different dimension. Poonuraviya signing off, and see you in the next class with a new sequence on Misra Chapu Thalam.